You want me to just start, or you got
No, you go ahead and start.
Okay, we've got everybody in place. Coach, go ahead when you're ready.
Well, first of all, I want to thank everybody for being here today. Every year about this time, we have some guys that have made significant contribution to the program, had great careers here, been great ambassadors for the University of Alabama and how they've represented the program, that make a decision about their future. And, you know, we want all players here to make the decision about their future based on business and what is the best business decision for them. Not emotional decisions about continuing to play at Alabama or having this dream and desire to play in the NFL, but to make good business decisions about what makes sense for them. And I'm very proud of the way these 4 young men have contributed to the program here, winning 2 SEC championships and a national championship, as well as extending 10-win seasons for 13 years and finishing in the top 10 for 13 years. All these guys made great contributions to the team, not only in their performance on the field, but how they bought into the principles and values of the program, the leadership that they demonstrated by the example that they set and the work ethic that they had, and the production that they were able to play with. You know, each one of these guys are on track to graduate. Each one of them had made a promise to me that they will finish their degree programs. Mac already has a master's degree, but we're very proud of the fact that these guys have been great people in the organization. They've been great students. They are all career-oriented, and they've made a great contribution to the development of their career as football players. So we're really proud of each one of these guys, and they're always going to be a part of the University of Alabama and the program here. And we're going to be here to help them with all future endeavors and everything that they try to do. And we wish them very much success and luck in the future in whatever decision that they make.
Thank you, Coach. We'll get things started with Pastor Dan.
How y'all doing? Well, first and foremost, I want to thank God for putting me in the position I'm in today. I've learned a lot in these 3 years at the University of Alabama. You know, I'm thankful for Coach Saban and the rest of the coaching staff for trusting and believing me each and every day. You know, I learned a lot from them, and, you know, I'm going to carry that on in my future life and what's ahead. And I also want to thank my family, you know, all they done for me to, you know, bring me here as a man and as a person. So I just want to thank them. And to my brothers, you know, it's been a journey all my 3 years here. You know, the camaraderie that we built here, everything we've done as a team, as a unit, you know, finishing off with a national championship. You know, I'm just thankful for them. You know, I'm honestly glad to say that I could call them my family. You know, they always have my back for life, and I always have theirs for life. So, you know, I'm just thankful and appreciative for them. And, you know, since I was a kid, my lifelong dream was to play in the NFL. And with much thought and consideration with my family and prayer, I'm announcing that I'm declaring for the 2021 NFL Draft. Thank you.
Thank you, Pat. Jalen
Waddle next.
Jalen, you can
How y'all doing? First off, I'd like to thank God. Without him, none of this is possible. I'd like to thank my family for just keeping my head on straight and just keeping me humble in everything that I do. I'd like to thank the coaches here, Coach Saban for allowing me to play here, Coach Wiggins for teaching me so much in my 2 to 3 years here. To my teammates, man, it's been a journey. I miss y'all the most. And the days, the hard work, the complaining, and all that good stuff. Man, I'm going to miss y'all boys. And after sitting down with my family and talking to my coaches, I've decided to enter the 2021 NFL Draft.
Thank you, Jalen. Christian, Barmore is next.
How y'all doing? First of all, I want to thank God for where I am today. and Coach Saban and the whole Alabama staff. This was a very difficult decision for me because I love my brothers, the fans, and I love playing football at Alabama. But after sitting down with my family and talking to my coaches, I had decided to enter the 2021 draft. This was a decision that me and my family prayed on, and we decided it was the right time for me to move on to the NFL. I want to thank my family, my mom, my stepdad, my grandparents for their love and support. I want to thank Coach Saban for believing in me and continuing to push me to be my best from the very first day I stepped on campus. I want to thank Coach Freddie Roach for being a mentor and being a great coach. He was always there when I needed him. Most of all, I want to especially thank University of Alabama and the whole academic staff for the assistance and helping me get my education. It's not over. I will get my degree, and thank you, and Roll Tide.
Thanks, Christian. The last guy, Mac Jones.
Hello, everyone. I'm up here, and I can't begin to thank enough people for helping me get to where I am today. In coming to Alabama, I set out so many dreams, goals, and aspirations, and so many great people have helped me achieve a lot of those goals. In coming here, I wanted to be named a team captain. I was fortunate enough to do that. I've been on teams that have won national championships, contributing this year to that, and then watching my freshman year and supporting my teammates, and that's something that I'll never forget. I was also fortunate enough to receive 2 degrees, and that's something that meant a lot to me. And Coach Saban's always stressed that academics are important, and I can't thank the academic staff for getting that done for me. This is a tough decision, and a lot of people have helped me along the way. Like I said, Coach Saban, I can't thank you enough. You and Miss Terry have accepted me into the Alabama football family since day one. You gave me a great chance to come here and compete, and you made me such a better player and man. To all the coaches that have helped me along the way, I can't thank you all enough. To the support staff of Alabama, from nutrition, the weight room, and the training room. You guys make everything so easy. And to my teammates, you guys mean the world to me. I played on 4 great teams here. My role has changed each year, but you guys have supported me all along the way. It's really tough to be able to leave you guys, but Coach Saban will lead you all, and you guys will create your own legacy. And I'm looking forward to watching that. And to my family, obviously I love you guys. And I can't thank you guys enough for supporting me on my worst days and on my best days. And it's just been a great journey. It's been a dream of mine to play in the NFL. And without further ado, I would just like to announce that I'm declaring for the NFL draft. There's a lot of work to be done. And, like I said, I can't thank enough people. And I'm always thankful for Alabama. Roll Tide.
All right, thank you, Mac. With that, we'll dismiss Coach. And, Mac, if you want to go ahead and stay at the podium, we'll take a few minutes of questions for each one of the guys. Those, go ahead and use the raise your hand function, and we'll get to you.
We'll keep things going, and we'll open it up for questions. The first question will go over to Michael Casagrande.
Yeah, hey, Mac. Just wondered, what was the advice you were given? What kind of grades were you given about what your potential is for the draft?
Yeah, I listened to a lot of great people. Coach Saban's been educating all of us since we stepped on campus. So we're very aware of how the draft works and things like that. And we all want to play in the NFL. And, I listened to my family, prayed and thought about it. I just can't thank enough people for allowing me to be in this situation. But there's a lot of work left to do. And I'm looking forward to the next challenge.
Next question to Ryan Hennessy.
Hey, Matt, congratulations. Just kind of explain your transition throughout this whole time here at Alabama. There was a lot of adversity, obviously, behind 2 great quarterbacks, but you never doubted yourself. And obviously, you got a ring just a few days ago. What was that like?
Yeah, it's a great journey. Like I said, I was fortunate enough to play on 4 great teams. And my teammates have had my back since day one. Coming in as a freshman, I played every role you can imagine. Scout team to starter to national championship team. But it's not all about me, man. It's about my teammates, and it's hard to leave those guys, but I know they're going to do great next year, and we have a great group of guys, and we put the icing on the cake this year, but I'm just really looking forward to this next opportunity.
Stephen Smith, over to you.
Mac, on this journey, what was the biggest piece of advice that a teammate gave to you?
I don't know if I can pick one, but each year you have different leaders on the team, and then you look up 4 years down the road, and you're kind of one of those leaders with a bunch of other guys that you came in the same recruiting class. So just listening to people that I've listened to, and for them to have my back through my worst days and my best days, I can't thank them enough. But I think with Alabama, I think we just all had fun, and we had fun winning together. And every class stresses that to leave your legacy, and we've done that very well.
The final question for Mac will be from Jeff Spiegel.
Mac, what advice would you give to the guys who are left behind now in terms of the quarterback room, Bryce Young and all those guys?
Yeah, I think we have a great room. Paul and Bryce, they're great guys, both really smart guys. They're gonna have to step up, but a lot of people expect that every year. We have people leave, and you got to step up and just be yourself. And those guys, they work really hard. Both different players, but they're going to lead this team, and I have all the faith in Coach Saban and my teammates that we played with this past year, that they're going to do a great job supporting those guys. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Mac. We'll be bringing up Patrick Surtain next. And with that, we'll open it up for questions for Pat. Back over to Jeff Spiegel.
Hey, Pat, I sensed a little emotion in your voice when you were making your announcement. How emotional of a decision is this for you, and how much are you going to miss these guys?
It was very emotional. This decision, all in all, it's a next step in my life. But I'm just gonna miss the brotherhood, the camaraderie we have here. I'm just gonna miss all the memories we built here and everything that we had at Alabama. I'm just grateful for the opportunity to be here, and I'm gonna miss it.
Charlie Potter with the next question.
Hey, Pat, congratulations first off, but just how much did you lean on your dad, him having this experience in the NFL when making your decision?
I lean on him a lot. He's been through this before. I asked him a lot of questions about leading up to this process, but he's guided me the right way. I'm just very thankful for him.
And over to Stephen Smith.
Pat, I asked the same question to Mac, but just for you, what was one of the biggest pieces of advice that an older player or older teammate told you when you first came here that really helped you?
He just told me trust the process and work hard, even on your bad days and even on your best days. You going to develop into not only the best football player, but the best man here. I just took that advice and ran with it. I'm just so grateful for the opportunity, like I said, to be here. I learned a lot here from the coaches to the academic staff to like what Max said, the nutrition staff. They just made me the best version of myself, and I just can't thank them enough.
That's all the questions we have for Patrick. Thank you, Pat. We'll go and bring up Christian Barmore. And those who have questions for Christian, please go ahead and use the raise hand function. Stephen Smith with the first one.
Christian, I know I asked this at the national championship game, talking about your coach back home, Coach Gore, but in you making this decision to go to the draft, and congratulations to you on that, what does this mean for Coach Gore, all the work that you two put in together and seeing you make this move?
Well, it's going to continue to keep going because he's like my mentor. I'm the guy that's always there with me, always motivating me to keep working, doing extra work, and we always doing everything together. So he's going to be there with me, of course, and he's just the guy that helped me just keep going even harder and grinding even harder.
Chase Goodbread with the second question. Chase, go ahead.
Hey, Christian, what can you say about the feedback you got from the NFL advisory committee as far as what round you might go and from other sources for that feedback too?
well, that's in God's hands, and I was going to see what's going to happen, but I know that's going to keep working and keep grinding, but I'm going to put that in God's hands.
Over to Cecil Hurt.
Christian, were you undecided going into the championship game, and did your performance in the championship game enter into your decision?
Well, no, that was really his family. That was really a family decision, and my coach's decision because what I was doing, and we just to me, I think I had a real dominant year, and just I thought I really had a really good time.
That's all the questions we have. We will wrap it up by bringing up Jalen Waddle.
Appreciate it.
Michael Casagrande, go ahead and open it up.
Hey, John, just wondered what was that experience like for you coming back and playing in that championship game, and how hard was it, and what were you feeling throughout the game?
No, it was great. It was a great experience. I mean, to be honest, when they told me I was gonna have a chance to play, I already had it in my mind to play. So it was just it was great to get back out there with the team and just go ahead, do it one last time and go out the right way. So that's what it was all about.
Lyndon Blake, you're next.
Hey, Jalen, what's something you learned while you were in Tuscaloosa that you know will help you at the next level?
I think just hard work and what all comes into being successful on the field, just what comes into being a good player, a good teammate. I think this place really showcased that and show you how to do that and be a professional.
Stephen Smith, over to you.
Jalen, everybody's been talking about how tough it is to leave these guys, especially after what everybody on this team put into getting this championship. But what makes the brotherhood at Alabama just that special, and what makes it hard to leave that brotherhood, even though you know you got to move on?
I think it's just everything we have to overcome, like the hard training, the camps, everything that goes into the season, the hard games, and all that type of stuff that just build us close, and that's what makes it so hard to leave. And that's the days you're going to miss, you're not going to be able to get back. So I think that's what makes it hard.
Cecil Hurt, the floor is yours.
Jalen, I know there's a lot of uncertainty due to COVID about the combine, pro day, those sorts of things remain to be settled. But could you tell us where you are in terms of being able to do a full workout at full speed and how that part of your rehab is going?
I think you'll have to talk to my doctor to get that kind of information. I know I'm ahead of schedule, but I think you have to talk to Jeff or Jeremy, or Dr. Waldrop.
That's a Nick Saban answer if I ever heard one.
Jeff Spiegel, you're up.
Hi, Jalen. Congratulations. I want to ask you about, this has really turned into wide receiver at Alabama. How much is it? How much does it help you to compete on an everyday basis with all of these great wideouts that you compete with every day and practice and play alongside?
We call ourselves the ride outs. There ain't no receivers, we ride outs. But it's great just being there with, and everybody's just so competitive to make plays, and you just competing, and it's not a competition. It's to who is the better one, just who's gonna make the play and who's gonna do the next big thing.
These are the final two questions. Rocco DiSangrero.
Hey, Jalen, obviously playing with guys like Ruggs and Judy last year, they went through this draft process, obviously playing in the league now. Have you reached out to them for any advice? And if so, what's the best piece of advice either of those guys have given you?
Well, we talk on the regular, but reach out about this process, I haven't, but we talk regularly, I guess, but I haven't really talked to them about this process upcoming. I probably will, though.
Final question is to Michael Casagrande.
Were you in? Were there any concerns about getting re-injured when you played in that game on Monday? And were you in any pain at any point?
No, I wasn't worried about getting injured. I think if you worry about getting injured, that's how you get injured. So I wasn't worried about that. I was just trying to win.
Thank you, Jalen. Thank you, everyone. That concludes the press conference for today. Everyone enjoy the rest of your afternoon.